Say, man, what's going on? Oh, man, let's try this. I want to say top of the morning to you. I am still in Lafayette, Louisiana, and you know, if you're learning me, I'm doing my routine. I'm picking up my food from Laura's Black owned. I'm spending my money with my people. This is the only place I eat when I'm in town. If there are other black owned businesses, let me know. I'd be glad to patronize them. Um, Friday, 6:30, at the Shell station where he was killed, there will be a prayer visual. Now, when you're talking about a prayer visual, we're talking about honoring this man, his family. Leave the foolishness at the house, man. When you're trying to deal with it right now, we making progress because we want everybody to show up. Everybody, everybody, black, white, whatever, show up and honor this cat, man. That's how it's supposed to be. Don't let nothing deter you from showing up. We ain't got time for the foolishness. So Friday at 6:30, you get off work. If you're in your work clothes, man, come on, show up because that could have been your child, your brother, your husband. You see what I'm saying? Your cousin. It could have been anybody that went through that. So, show up. Let's honor this family, man. Let's honor the memory of Trey. And one thing I'm kind of glad to see is all these different organizations. They trying. It's a struggle some days, but they're trying to work together. They're trying to get on the same page, and I respect that. I mean, where I come from, it don't work like that. It's too much grandstanding. But what I want to talk to you about, I want to talk to you about that, and then I want to talk to you about some other things. Grandstanding, man. Let's try this like this here, because I don't want to offend anybody. And as you can see, I'm kind of in a good mood. I'm not on 10 today, not on 10, but I can go to 10 real fast. I can go to 10 real fast, but I'm not on 10 today. Um, if you're gonna run these organizations, man, and I don't know the ins and outs of your organization. I can find out real fast though. No matter who your organization is, I got a team that's that good. But you can't keep getting in bed with the enemy, and then when something happens in the community, then you're trying to work with the community too. I mean, you going at it from both ways, and that don't work, man. That really hurts the cause. And I understand some of y'all want to be politicians and you want to be big time, whatever's, but where we at right now as a people, we ain't got time for the game, man. We ain't got time for the game. So, if you're gonna be out here and you're gonna be running these organizations that benefit the community, and when I speak of the community, I'm speaking of black, white, whatever, then you're gonna have to play the game fair. You can't get in bed with the enemy and expect it to affect change when these people don't put some change in your pocket. You don't have a voice. And we need to stop getting bought off by the establishment for positions and little pieces of money that they throw at us and make us feel important. I'm gonna let you know, and everybody that knows me will tell you, oh, he's not lying at all. Say, man, in Houston, you cannot give me no money from a political perspective. I do political consulting, and that's a business for me. You feel what I'm saying? It's a business. But even if I consult for you, I'll tear your ass apart when you wrong. So, I mean, those that are taking the contract, sitting on the committees for the city and for the parish, you cannot affect change when you are bought and paid for. And that's what's rubbing a few people the wrong way. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, we didn't cut the grass already. in Lafayette, Louisiana, we know who the snakes is. And you can walk around us and we can smile at you and laugh at you. We know who you is, though. You feel what I'm saying? We know who you is. So, man, just try from a black African American perspective. Stop letting these people buy you off, man. These people will buy you off at a heartbeat. Man, y'all think I'm blind? Those that know me, that's been rocking with me for years, they know. Man, them people tried to buy me off for 350,000. 300,000. I wouldn't take the money because if I took the money, I couldn't have a voice. I couldn't help the people. And me helping the people was not just black people, it was white people, it was Asians, it's everybody. You know, being an education advocate, man, some days the best, you know, salutes and accolades I can get is when I represent a special ed child, a special needs child, not special ed, special needs child. And that child gives me a hug. Man, do you know how good that feels? Now, I want you to understand that if I take that money from the people, there's going to come a point where I can't fight for this child. And I know I'm going to fight to the death for him. You feel what I'm saying? I know I'm going to fight to the death for him, and I know I can beat him. But if I take that money, I can't fight for that child, man. So, no, don't, brothers and sisters, whoever you may be, man, first of all, don't take the money. Don't sell your soul to the establishment. The establishment don't give a damn about none of us. They only care about themselves. So, you know, I sat back and I got up. I like miniature apple pies. I ate me an apple pie, drank me a water for breakfast. And I just started thinking, I want this to resonate to you, especially if you're black. I want this to resonate to you. I'm not a racist guy. I just don't put up with racist bullshit. I'm not a racist guy. I mean, I get along with everybody, man. I give you the shirt off my back. But I really want people to understand that we have a place in this country. You may not want us to have a place. You may not want us to have a voice. But we have a place in this country. You take our tax money just like you take everybody else's tax money. You expect for us to do everything that everybody else do, but yet you don't want to treat us the same way. My question is why? Why is it so easy for somebody that's racist to make racist comments against people that just want justice? Because in your heart, you feel like we don't deserve justice. We're lower than everybody else. Well, have you ever thought about trying to run this country with especially the two entities you hate with a passion? Have you ever thought trying to run this country without Latinos, without blacks? And you wouldn't get nothing done. You'd fall flat on your face. You know, you wouldn't have nobody to work your little menial jobs. You know, the jobs that really don't pay a lot. They really don't pay a lot. Most of your gas stations and your convenience stores would be shut down. You know, but you act like we don't have a place here. One of the coldest comments I've heard since George Floyd happened. We're not our ancestors, man. Now you may be a carbon copy of your ancestors, but we're not our ancestors, man. And you know the crazy part, man, is whenever you're trying to win an argument, you want to throw up black on black crime. That to me, there's no such thing. And I'm gonna tell you why, because you perpetuate most of this stuff yourself. I'm gonna break it down to you how I feel about it. You know, black people, it's certain things that we don't do. See, we don't send bombs in the mail. That ain't something we do. We don't run up in schools and shoot up schools and then have to use a mental illness as an excuse. Try to play insane. We don't do that. You do that. I'm sorry to tell you, but you do that. Y'all have some deep rooted hate, but and this is what triggered me this morning when I was eating the pie and drinking the water. And I'm looking at some of the comments from some of you cowards because you ain't bold enough to put your real face up there. You ain't bold enough to put your real name up there. You feel what I'm saying? So you hide behind these fake pages with your keyboard gangster shit. But I'm going to tell y'all, man, I got a hell of an IT guy. I can figure out who he is. I'm telling you, think I'm just in this game running my mouth. Man, I exposed so many of you keyboard gangsters is unreal. Be careful what you send me, because I throw you out there. But here's the thing. As long as we agree to allow you to murder us, to exploit us, we on good standing with you. Did you just hear what I said? This is what I woke up thinking about. As long as we allow you to murder us and don't say nothing, don't do nothing, we in good standing. And then you want to throw out this Christian stuff. Christians this and Christian. Say, man, you ain't no Christian, bro. I don't know what a Christian is because I don't read the slave manual. The way that I've been taught, and I believe it wholeheartedly after doing all my research, that Bible was created as a means to keep us suppressed and oppressed. That Bible was used as a means that when we knew that the master had did something wrong, you need to go pray. You need to go pray. It was designed to slow us down. So, I don't read it, so I don't knock you being a Christian. Be a Christian, is what it is. So, but my thing is, as long as we agree to allow you to murder us, and I want you to know something, that murdering goes back a long time. It goes back a long time. It goes back all the way to slavery. You've been doing the same thing for 400 years. You've been murdering us. You raped our women. You did all this to us, man. You refused to educate. If we tried to learn how to read, you'd kill us. You'd beat us and kill us. So nowadays, you just don't beat us and kill us. You just don't educate us. And it is funny to them because they some inbred pieces of shit. If it's funny, that means I am not the one that's traumatized. You are. You're the one that's sick because you realistically think that you still back then doing that. This is something I can tell you, man, because I'm out here every day, man. Y'all playing with this thing. Man, stop playing with these youngsters in Louisiana and the militia and all that. Say, man, stop playing with these youngsters, man. Why you think I go from city to city? Because they can't handle these youngsters, man. They can't, you really can't handle these youngsters when they get loose, man. If y'all peoples is so bad and you this and you that, and Oregon is a state where they hunt and fish and all that, it is what it is. Why the fuck y'all can't take Portland back? Why you can't take it back? Because all you are is a bunch of mouth. And as long as we sit back and we allow you to murder us and we don't do anything about it, we good with you. You'll be our friend. You'll joke with us. You'll make good comments on our page. But as soon as we have a problem with you murdering us, I'm not talking about looting and all that. I'm talking about just have a problem with you murdering us. then we the worst people in the world. I don't even pray for people like that. Honestly, I wish you die and go straight to hell. With all the hatred that you have in your heart, y'all run around here strapping up these fucking masks. Say black people. I mean, I wear my mask, and I'm be honest with you. Some days I don't wear my mask. You know why? Because I've been dealing with a pandemic since the day I was born. I'm black. That's our pandemic. Being black, they got more people killed than that goddamn pandemic. Don't act like you really for the cause when the violence come to your cities. That's when you acting like you really for the cause. You really for the cause because the violence is slowly creeping to your city. But as soon as you think it's cool, you go back to being the racist piece of shit that you want to be. And I'm telling you something. You think you cool with that amongst your friends? The shit, it really sounds good. You feel what I'm saying? The shit really sounds good, and you might be a big dude in front of your friends. But in the world, man, you trash. You a joke. That's why you gotta hide your face. That's why you gotta hide your picture. And you know what? If we've learned anything, man, we don't have to tear this shit up. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta burn down shit. What do y'all do with these racist motherfuckers when they make them comments? You take their livelihoods. You affect their money. That's why you ain't bold enough to put your picture. Yeah, I'm back, y'all. I'm sorry. So you can't even put your name, your picture, nothing up. Because we will take your jobs from you. We will, and then when you get caught with your pants down, you done made the comment, you busted. Oh, I apologize. We don't want your fucking apology. But that's what I don't understand about y'all. You really ain't who you say you are. You really ain't who you say you are. You really a joke, man. I'm serious. And I think that you really need a psychological evaluation if you're a racist piece of shit. That's how I feel. But, another thing, y'all think y'all saying all this stuff and this and that, and we supposed to be scared. I mean, maybe some of the older people are scared, but I'm not one of them older people. I got the gray strings when I started coaching Little League football. So, that's when I finally got my gray strings. But I will say this here, that, bro, ain't nobody scared of y'all, man. I keep telling y'all that, man. Now, I don't go looking for trouble. I never do. I don't look for trouble. I just don't get out here picking fights. But if you think, and it's a lot of people feel the way that I feel nowadays, if you think that folks ain't gonna say something, if you think that people just gonna sit back and not say something, it ain't gonna happen. I'm sorry, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen, man. People, I'm gonna always voice my opinion. You, bruh, it take a lot to scare me, and I don't scare very easily at all. So, I don't look for trouble, but I promise you, if you bring it this way, and a lot of people feel that way, we just living our life, we living our best life, and we just doing what we need to do. And but if you bring trouble some people ways, you're gonna get what you want. I think y'all need to reevaluate yourself, man. This is not the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s. It's not. Hey, Dimitri, it's not. We want to live in peace, but I live in the spirit of Brother Malcolm. That's how I am. I will be nonviolent with those that are nonviolent with me. You right, CC Ruffin. We don't bother nobody, man. We really don't be tripping. We got issues in our own community. You feel what I'm saying? And you got a lot of people around the country working to help clear those issues up. But they want to act like, well, you got black on black crime and you got this going on in Chicago. Well, who brought them guns there? You want to tell the truth? Who brought the dope there? Even your U.S. military was involved in drug trades. You feel what I'm saying? When Freeway Ricky Ross went to jail, Ricky got more time than Oliver North got. They were supplying guns to the Contras, and Freeway Rick was getting dope. With all that going on. See, you dropped them guns in our neighborhoods, and now you done ran your ass out to the suburbs, and you scared the violence gonna come to the suburbs. But we didn't bring them Russian AK-47s over here. Y'all did. We didn't bring that dope over here. Y'all did. So now it's out of control and you're scared and you want to, yeah. I mean, whenever you mix dope and guns, it ain't gonna never go right. It's always gonna be a bunch of killing and foolishness. You know what I'm saying? But you look at what you have been you have been the person or the people that have perpetuated most of these crimes. You and your people. Now, all white people ain't bad. Let's get that straight. All white people ain't bad. Just like all black people ain't good. I'm going to tell you what happened to Chicago, Jalen. People always wonder what happened to Chicago. I always believe that when you close a school, you close a community. Chicago has always been gang infested, but they don't say nothing about when Al Capone ran Chicago. They don't say nothing about when the mob ran Chicago and they were killing on every street corner. You only want to know the Chicago or the black kids killing each other. Well, one morning in the city of Chicago, they woke up and they closed 48 black schools. So if the kids are going to school, the gangster mentalities, and you push them to the streets, what you think gonna happen? Chicago could never recover because you closed 48 black schools. That's what happened to Chicago. So when the Josh Gilleries of the world or whoever, decide they want to tamper with the black community and take all the resources out, this is what you get. But see, let's not talk about the resources. Let's talk about the wholesale murder of black people by law enforcement in this country. And then you get upset because people don't agree with the things that are going on in this country. Is exactly what happened. It happened in Teresa, it happened in Newark, New Jersey. It happened in Detroit, Michigan. It happened in New Orleans, Louisiana. They chartering all these schools. And what they're doing is they're once again circumventing Brown versus the Board of Education by creating these charter schools, getting a coon quota, X amount of black kids to be in the charter school, but the school has everything you need because it's set there for them. Now, is this a black and a white thing? Fuck no. Oh, this ain't black and white. This rich or poor. It's about money. This is about money. They did the same thing in Oakland, same thing in LA, Dallas, Texas. I mean, they did it everywhere. It's a blueprint. It's the wholesale murder of black people. So then when you messed up our school system, you already knew that if we don't have no education, we got to get it like gorillas in the streets. So you start counting the number of prison beds that you needed in each state by the time these kids made it to the third grade. So that's why I look at superintendents when they sit in meetings and, you know, we have kids in the ninth grade reading on the third grade level. Well, how the fuck they get to the ninth grade then? They just pushing our children through school. You're not educating them. And parents, if you could do one thing for me, stop letting these people label your children special ed. Your child is bad, man. Your child has no discipline. That starts at home. Stop putting your kid on that goddamn medication, letting these people label them specially. Because that's when they start labeling them special ed by the third grade, they start identifying them prison beds. And that's what's created the school to prison pipeline. That is what created the school to prison pipeline. Now, I will say, because I'm not going to let nobody else, as black parents, we got to do better, man. Oh, no, my house was ass whooping central when I was raising my kids. I didn't play them games. Because some of y'all is letting the kids whoop your ass. I remember my nephew kept disrespecting me about 15. And I told him twice, don't do it no more. So I say, if you do it again, I'm going to knock your young ass out. Well, he waited till his friends was over there one day and he got a little cocky. And he did it. And I knocked his ass out in the front yard. Them people came, got me, put me in them cuffs, took me down to the county police station. They treated me like a king, every sergeant, every officer, every lieutenant, saying we need more parents like you. Say, man, ain't no kid finna raise me. And one of the biggest issues is that you parents, you too busy trying to be your kid friend. I love my girls, beautiful African-American queens, business owners, by the way, at 26 and 23. And my youngest is 20 and she's in college. That's what she chose to do. But I reminded them every day, even now, I'm your daddy, I ain't your friend. And if you ever disrespect me, I will knock your fucking teeth out your mouth. And I mean that, but I don't have to worry about that because I raised my girls the right way. Oh, Terry, you know you was a special ed teacher. I mean, I used to come visit you in your classroom. Your kid just acting bad, talking out loud, and all of a sudden they label him special ed. And the kid is not special ed, man. They making money off this kid, man. But that's a parental issue. You see what I'm saying? We have to be better parents. Another thing that they crippled us on, our children need discipline. When they took the discipline out of school, they crippled the school system. Hey man, if you my age, I'm 52. If you round that bracket there, 45 to 52, you got your ass toe up in school. But that's the reason we 52. We still living. Kids can't live past 25 now because they live in a false reality. They live in a world that doesn't have accountability. They live in a world where, you could go do something and you go to jail, your mama gonna run up there to get you. They live in a false reality, and that's not the kid fault. That's the parent. You feel what I'm saying? That's the parent. So we have to be better parents. There's no questions about it. And in order to do that, I even think that, especially in the city of Lafayette, I mean, I'm just using that for an example because that's where I'm at. Somebody needs to get together without all these old shady politicians or shady organizations and create a real live parenting class. And you need to go to school to learn how to be a good parent. You know why? Because some of y'all had your kids when you were kids. You didn't know how to be a parent. You just run around here with your little hot dick ass at 16 and she 15 and you laying up screwing your mama don't know. And you done popped the baby. You don't know how to raise no baby at that age, man. You feel what I'm saying? You don't know how to raise no baby at that age, man. So, I mean, it is what it is. There needs to be some parenting classes. There has to be some parenting classes because a lot of people don't know how to be parents. A lot of people don't know how to be parents. You think being a parent is buying some goddamn Jordans. And I agree with Terry Hayes with this. Parents don't come to parent teacher conferences, parents teacher night, PTO, PTA meetings. Don't go to school board meetings when they make changes. You know, my mom, she was everywhere she needed to be. I was a Boy Scout. She was at every program. She was checking up. I never even knew when the lady was checking up on me in school. If you're gonna be a good parent, there's some parameters that you have to set. One, your child don't have no business. Do you understand what I'm saying when I say that? Your child don't have no business. Why you all up in my business? First of all, your teeth on the floor because you don't get to question me. Secondly, until you can pay your own goddamn bills, your business is my business. And black parents, you have to be in your child's educational life. But you know what? I can't fault some parents because they don't have diplomas. So they don't understand the value of one. So they don't even push the buck on that. I think it's time for you, if you don't have a diploma, go get a GED. Go get a GED. Set the example for your kid, man. You know, I want to touch on a few things. It's just something that it'd be on my heart. Um, this gang situation running around the country. I tell this story all the time. People be laughing. Up in Houston, I didn't have to watch Boys in the Hood. The NWA movie. I was on Crenshaw every Friday night anyway. I would fly to LA every Friday night. I was on the show. Man, I was there. And I had I'm talking to some young dudes, and I say, well, what gang you affiliated? Told me, I'm a 5 Deuce Hoover Crip. Oh, okay. I say, well, can you do me a favor? He say, yeah. I say, tell me where's Hoover Street. Now, I know some 5 Deuce Hoover Crips from LA. Hold on, y'all. Let me block this dude because I'm not right now. We having a good discussion, and I don't feel like playing with this dude. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Let's get him off. Um, there we go. All right. So I got rid of this Blaine dude. Let me tell you something. Right now, we having a good discussion, and if you come on here with that foolishness, we gonna get you gone. All right. That's all it is. And the dude said he was a five deuce Hoover Crip. So I say, well, where's Hoover Street? He didn't know. I say, man, Hoover Street is in over there on the other side of town in an industrial complex. So you represent something you don't even fucking know about, huh? You represent something you don't know nothing about. You dying for your hood. This is my hood. No, it ain't. You don't own shit in it. And that's one thing that I never understood. You dying for a neighborhood that you don't own nothing in. We don't own no businesses. This ain't your hood. And most of these cats out there raising hell, you know what I'm saying? You don't own nothing. You don't pay no taxes. You out there, you getting your money like you get it. At least you could be quiet while you getting it. You know what I'm saying? But you out here with this gang stuff. So I just kind of when I talk to him and I mentor him, so you telling me there's nothing better that you could be doing. Man, you gotta understand. I understand it perfectly. I'm from the streets. But just because I'm from the streets don't mean that I have to do some of the stuff you're doing. See, I'm an old school hustler. Never had to bring the murder game into the hustle game. When y'all youngsters brought the murder game into the hustle game, you messed the game up. The game was good until you youngsters brought the murder game into the hustle game. Now you out here, you're selling pills for $2 and $3. Man, if you're gonna take a penitentiary chance, can it be something more than $2 or $3 that you're trying to make? So you willing to end up in Angola for selling pills. For real. And I like that comment from Tony Snow, but I agree with Terry. If we kings and queens, you gotta know how to wear your crown, man. You know, my sisters and I always say this, my biggest weakness has always been pretty black women. Always been pretty black women. I mean, you couldn't get me with the crack game or the dice game. You couldn't get me with none of that, but a pretty black woman, yeah, yeah. But my older queens, in order for the younger queens to wear the crown the right way, you got to teach them. You got to teach them. It's generational patterns, Ramona, for real. But it's also the fact that some of us feel we made it and we ain't got the time to teach them how to wear the crowns the right way. The villagers, they stopped teaching. You got to teach them how to wear the crowns the right way, man. If some of you black women are just so on it, man, that you at your sexiest when you got your nice skirt on with your heels and you got your hair done. Can you teach the young sister stop coming out the house without your hair being done? I was a father raising some girls. Oh no, you're not going out there without your hair done. Matter of fact, you ain't gonna even walk around this house like this. Now you don't need to sit with your legs open. You see what I'm saying? But I had those fatherly discussions. And to end up teaching my girls the ultimate when they get to coming to you and talking about um I want to go on my first date. Mine came and I'm like, cool, but it's gonna be with me, with you. Yeah, I'm gonna take you on your first date, and I'm gonna show you how you're supposed to be treated. So when I took my baby on her first date, she could pick any restaurant she wanted. I opened the door for her in the car when she got in. I opened the door to the restaurant. I pulled a chair out in the restaurant. I paid for the meal. When the date was over, we came home. The wife like, how did your date go? She said it was great. I say, so how did you end your date? She said, well, we finished the date and we came home. So I say I should never get a phone call that you laying up in some motel with some little old boy. Oh, I was tough. I was tough. I was tough. And when y'all see the videos of the crazy fathers, when the young dudes come to the highs to get their girls, I was that father. But see, them dudes knew my reputation. Make sure you have my baby home at a decent time. Now, I did have a rebellious one. Yoshika was very rebellious, and she hit that spot where she thought she was what she was. So one day, she got to talking fly because she was smelling herself. So I was outside doing something, and she came out there, and I asked her something, and she took it. Okay, cool. Let me holler at you. And I always kept a set of rims in the garage. I had rims on my trucks, my cars, but I always ended up with an extra set in the garage. I say, take one of them 22-inch tires, roll it out there by the stop sign, and sit out there and stop the cars and make a list of what kind of rims they got. So she sat out there for about 2 hours. She came back, and she had a list of about 50 different rims. And then the wife drives up. She say, "What you doing? It's hot out here." I say, "Let me do me." She say, "I'm gonna sit here. I want to watch this." So she came, and I say, take that rim and go back out there for one more hour. Get me a list and then come back." She did it, and she came back. She breathing heavy, sweating. Why I needed to do that? I say, well, shit, if you're gonna be a bopper, you gotta know what the motherfucker rolling on out here. She looked at me, but now I'm happy to say she's a business owner. She's a mom, she's a business owner, and them tough lessons that I taught, you feel what I'm saying? It prepared them. You have to be a parent 24/7. But I am gonna say that some of y'all need to strap up because some of y'all don't need to be no parents. I'm sorry, but some of y'all don't need kids. I'm just telling you the real. Some of you black folk do not need to have kids, man. You do not know how to raise them. You don't have the time. You really didn't want them. You had them just to get welfare and food stamps. Say, man, some of y'all don't need no goddamn kids. You teach your baby, especially if you're a father, that if she can't find her somebody that treats her just like her father, then she don't need to mess with it. But some of y'all, honestly, you don't need to have no kids, man. Mm-mm, mm-mm. You don't need to have no kids, man. Some of y'all are piss poor parents, man. That's how we keep having the Malia Davises and kids getting killed and I mean it is what it is. And women, stop leaving your babies with them Negroes. Stop leaving them little girls with them little nasty ass Negroes you messing with. Shouldn't be bringing no man around your kid anyway. That's the way I feel. I mean, I know I'm going here, there, all over the place, but that's just the way I am. I just wake up thinking about some things. Tune in tonight on the War Zone. I got to get with Demetri and Donovan. Figure out what we're gonna talk about tonight, but because we're gonna get on tonight as usual. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube page, please go in right now and subscribe to my YouTube page. And it's the War Zone with the 5-star general. And no matter where I'm at, what I'm doing, you'll always be abreast of what's going on. And if you keep up with 5-star, I'm always causing good trouble, man. I'm always causing good trouble. I love that saying, good trouble. It ain't scared to cause it. You feel what I'm saying? But I want to thank the people, and I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere right now. I'm still in Southwest Louisiana, Lafayette area. Thank these good people. I don't go out. I mean, today, especially, Walt, I'm down. I got homework I have to do. I got assignments that are due by Friday, so I'm not doing anything. Uh, but my thing is, I want to thank the good people of Southwest Louisiana, Lafayette, um, for the love that they've shown me, man. Y'all making me feel like a rock star, and I'm just a regular old dude. And but I'm here for you. I'm always be here for you. And I think I got a meeting Saturday with an important person in Lafayette. And Terry, we should have a chapter of a foundation for Black Families Reunited. That's an organization that me and Terry are part of. I'm really on the outside looking in. I help more than anything. Black Families Reunited, trying to help repair and rebuild the Black family, and we're gonna bring that organization to Lafayette, Louisiana. So put them on the list. I'll give you the details, Terry, after Saturday, and we're gonna teach the young brothers how to get back into the household. We're gonna teach the young brothers how to let the sister take the pants off in the household. I want the sisters. We got teachers on their side too. Gonna teach you that you worth more than just getting your hair done. You feel what I'm saying? Now you ain't finna keep laying up with this broke man. And you ain't finna go up in that house and try to lay up on her because you ain't a man if you do. You feel what I'm saying? I know that's gonna rub some brothers the wrong way, but it's time for you to get your shit in order. It's time for you to get your ass out the streets. It's time for you to get off that goddamn PlayStation. And it's time for you to be a husband, a father, and a provider for your family. And we're gonna help you do that. So once we get it rolling, I know we're waiting on one more document. That's what's slowing us down, but Terry's doing a great job with that. Then we're definitely gonna get Black Families Reunited. You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna have that fraction up in Lafayette, Louisiana, and you people want to be involved with it, man, jump up in it, man. But what we're doing when it's all said and done, our ultimate goal is to create our own massive funding source. You see how you closing them 4 community centers? If we can get this Black Families Reunited going in Lafayette, and we got our own money, let's go buy our own motherfucking land and build our own community center. We got to keep begging these people for nothing. We ain't got to keep, hey, we going to do it ourselves. We'll do it ourselves. That's what Black Families Reunited is. And along the way, we want to teach that family how to start a small business, how that they can be totally self-sufficient and they don't have to be waiting on no stimulus check. You can still be making money during a pandemic or whatever else that may happen. You feel what I'm saying? But make sure that you are at the Shell station. Y'all know where it's at. Friday, 6:30, candlelight visual for Trey. I look forward to meeting y'all. I took so many pictures with people yesterday. I felt like they was a paparazzi, but I got love for them. So I look forward to meeting some more of y'all, and we get ready to, make some good trouble, but get some positive results. If we can do that, then we can accomplish any goal that we put our mind to. Say, man, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I gotta go eat my lunch. I'll holler at y'all. 5-star, 7 o'clock tonight. The War Zone, Demetri K, Donovan Sadiq, and the 5-star general. This shit don't get no better than this, bro.